views expressed on this track are not directly those of Lowkey or Logic. We're just drawing attention to the lifestyles which some people lead.
Hear my words. Cause I was born in a shanty town. I used to live around the city and cars, but they threw my whole family out. We don't have schools, so I can't make my family proud. And I'm way past hand-me-downs. I wear what is there for me. And when I was 6, the army came. There's no fam left to care for me. My brothers and my dad were made to fight. See, I was born in Uganda, and this is where I think I'm gonna die. I saw my mother getting raped, my sisters cried, and then they raped my 2 sisters and just pushed my mum aside before ending all 3 lives. Now I live on the beach, but it ain't no seaside. I'm sick of seeing the sea. I think I'm nearly 8 years old, and I ain't the only kid like me. Yeah, this ain't the saddest story ever told. I want revenge and I can't let it go. I know it's hard to hear, but it's true stories. There's so many of us. I know it's easy to ignore me. I know about living real poorly, where every day's gunfire. No food, it's a drought, make the sun higher. I live real street life, I've seen faces disappear, and every day I hustle for food. And while I'm living here, I clear fear out of my thoughts. If I die, fam, I die, that's the way I was taught. And I fought for every scrap of food I've ever got. There's no letterbox, you can only help when you come here, and that's the point I wanna get across. Charities don't make me better off. My teeth hurts, there's no dentist to fix it. See, I'm poverty driven, I don't envy the rich kids, cause this is just life, I must live this. Just hear my words, I need more than wishes. Listen,
everything's relative, we all live the same dramas, just different levels of hardship. Everyone who breathes the air is a target.
yeah.
You see, home is where the heart is. Everything's relative, we all live the same dramas, just different levels of hardship. Everyone who breathes the air is a target. You see, home is where the heart is.
I pray you can relate to my views and my struggles. They took my home and they reduced it to rubble. Nobody cares and no one will help us. Then they wonder why we're going to their cities and we're blowing ourselves up. They're acting like we're killing them, they're killing us harder. They couldn't imagine what life's like, living in Gaza, inshallah. With my life I can give you a martyr. Too young to understand what they did to my father, but I'm told he was diabetic. Soldiers said the medicine in his hand looked like a weapon. They're quite pathetic. They shot his head and never ever will I forget it. They raided my house, broke their way inside and wrecked it. Kidnapped my uncle, took my brother to prison. They let him out. When I look in his eyes now, something is different. Took away his pride, he's too weak to be militant. I know he got tortured, but I don't know what they did to him. He's always acting weird and doing strange things. He's been out for 3 years, but he's never been the same since. The perpetrators are destined to learn, cause forever they'll burn. As for my uncle, he was never returned. The things they do now are worse than what they did in the past. Why should we hear their voice? They never ever listen to ours. They talk about the roadmap to peace, it's just a mirage. My poor little sister got shot sitting in class, so now you understand that peace is impossible. When they're even dropping bombs on people in hospitals, they're eating while my people are wasting away. It's deep cause we're not even safe when we pray. My heart's in the Gaza Strip. Do you know where this is? We're living in pain, whether or not you're aware of it. Them soldiers are cowards and punks who scare the kids. We throw rocks, they shoot bullets. Now who's the terrorist? And yeah, we hate you. But if my people bulldozed your house and killed your family, you'd hate my race too. This is not anti-Semitic, cause Arabs are also Semites too. How can they forget it? This is the look in my brother's eyes. This is the scream that I hear when my mother cries. This is the wall between us and the other side. And once upon a time we were brother tribes. All the stops at the checkpoints are making us madder. Every night we starve and every day they get fatter. In a minute not one of these statements will matter, cause it's time to detonate. Inshallah I'll make it to Jannah.
Everything's relative, we all live the same dramas, just different levels of hardship. Everyone who breathes the air is a target.
Yeah.
You see, home is where the heart is. Everything's relative, we all live the same dramas, just different levels of hardship. Everyone who breathes the air is a target. You see, home is where the heart is.
The other main news today, because for the first time in more than a year, suicide bombers have struck in Israel. It took place at a shopping centre in the Israeli city of Dimona. There were 2 attackers. At least 1 woman was killed and at least 5 people wounded, according to rescue services. Police say only one of the bombers managed to detonate explosives. The second was shot dead before detonating any device.